So now we'll go to Nicole Karkic. And Nicole, I think everybody is a little bit weary of this winter, and we're seeing it more on social media now as people say they're pretty much tired of it now.
I think you're right, Kim. A lot of hashtags, had enough of winter, the cold again, just another day in Ontario, and people were being sarcastic by saying that because this winter has been a real classic winter. Now, we'll take a look at this. This was one of our tweeters who got to Twitter and said, hey, I've got 23 centimeters on my car. This is an Ajax. So you can see here, really technical. They got outside with the actual ruler. This looks like a big sort of ice cream. That's how someone described it, one of those sort of ice cream sandwiches. This one was captured in and then went out a few minutes later. Your car was completely covered once again. But hey, the kids, they were loving playing in the snow across southern Ontario, but you were probably driving past big sort of huge piles of snow like this. This one a little bit dirty even, and when it looks like this, I always think of Rocky Road ice cream. So that's what we've got right here. Taking a look at Lake Huron, a pretty nice capture of this in hours. This is in Halifax across one of the bridges. As of now, Halifax has seen 11 centimeters of snow with a little bit more to go. We're still in storm watch because of that. So keep it locked here at the Weather Network for more.
Now we go to Nicole, who has been checking out social media, seeing what people are saying about this. We embrace it in some ways, Nicole, but in other ways, we just shake our heads at this kind of weather.
I think so, Kim. But you know what? It brings us some great photos to talk about. So let's take a look at those. Someone described this one as an ice cream sandwich, which I think is pretty accurate and makes it a little bit more tasty. This is in Brampton, where we saw, as Kim mentioned, about 15 to 20 centimeter range in terms of that snowfall. Let's take you to this guy just loving the snow, getting out there. Wasn't the best for making snowmen because it didn't have that much moisture in it. It was that light fluffy snow, but it was better when you were trying to clear the cars off because it just kind of brushed away very quickly on the roads. We didn't have a lot of ice buildup either, but huge, big areas where they had to pile the snow. Also, I know a lot of the highways had blockages because of the scene. And then here's just something to keep in mind. When shoveling, please take time to clear the snow around your fire hydrants. So that is a major safety concern. But up next, we're talking about the storm in Atlantic Canada. For our viewers there, for example, in the city of Halifax, it really began for you through the day Wednesday. We've seen snowfall warnings throughout the day Wednesday, but those are starting to fall off through the maritime provinces and into the overnight. It's really shifting into Newfoundland. But nonetheless, another shot captured here, in this one also into Nova Scotia. And I just want to take you to one little video from our website. This is in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. It's still continuing like this.
The all was a significant storm. Well forecast, though. It pretty much happened as anticipated and long in advance, too.
You're right. I mean, we were talking about last week, keeping an eye on this storm coming through Wednesday, and our meteorologists were bang on with totals and timing, Kim. So we can give ourselves a pat on the back, can't we, for this one?
Yeah, it's good. It's good when we can warn people well in advance.
You're right, and very accurately. Let's take a look at some of the photos you've been tweeting on Twitter and social media. We've got this one in the city of Toronto. So in Toronto, I mean, I always see people with their bikes, even in the middle of winter, and this is showing you exactly that. That was going on today. 23 centimeters. This was one of our viewers in the city of Ajax, so pretty good there. And the kids were getting out and loving the snow. In Halifax, that you can make an ice sculpture out of it. So this is pretty much ice art. Halifax so far has seen 11 centimeters of snow. We've got a little bit more to go through the overnight. You are still in the snowfall warning for Halifax, but Yarmouth has been dropped. It is starting to shift into Newfoundland, but still areas across the east are going to start to look like this. Snowfall warning for Halifax. If you want more details, log on to our website, theweathernetwork.com, and stay tuned as our Stormwatch coverage continues for you in the east.
This weather segment has been brought to you by Tex.
As far as the actual snowfall, now we're still dealing with the wintry weather, and it doesn't look like any of this is going to melt anytime soon.
No, Kim. In fact, tomorrow it's going to be even colder in parts of southern Ontario. So after the snow, now's the cold, a two-pack punch, I suppose. Let's show some photos that people have been tweeting on social media. Facebook and Twitter has been just full of images like this. This is in the city of Toronto, so can't keep the bikers off the road. They just, no matter what, But if this happened for you today, you definitely were covered in snow if you left it for too long, or not even too long. If you were in a store for about 10 minutes, then you came back and you had to completely wipe off your car again. This is Hampton, and as we take you to this, huge piles are being seen across southern Ontario, and I'm sure we're going to continue to see it into the next few weeks until we get a little bit of a melt, but that's not happening in our short-term forecast at all. Remember to just clear the snow around the fire hydrants, and this applies now mainly to people in Atlantic Canada, where we're getting big piles building up, like the city of Halifax, where already you have seen 11 centimeters of snow still in the snowfall warning. Back to Nova Scotia, that was earlier on Wednesday. Let's take you to New Glasgow. This was uploaded to our website, theweathernetwork.com. Take your photos and videos and stay tuned as our active weather watch continues.
The all-new Weather Network.
Now it's time for cleanup, Nicole. And a lot of people are talking about shoveling and getting tired of the shoveling and waiting for the snow plows. It's been that kind of a winter.
And Kim, I hate to admit this, but I've got stairs that I have to get out of my house from, and it's completely covered in snow, and I just don't think I'm going to shovel it.
That's it? You're just
let it
not
be.
doing it.
And one day it's going to start to melt away and it'll take care of itself, and I'm just ready to wait for that.
Just don't hurt yourself.
I'll try to go really slow. All right, let's show some photos that people have been tweeting today through Wednesday and into Thursday morning here for Niagara. You can see the cars were just trying to get through the snow here, but a lone biker, just braving it through the snow. But you've got some snow cover to deal with there, and the kids were getting outside, loving the snow. Let's take you now to Atlantic Canada, where for Halifax, it's getting cold enough to create some nice ice sculptures, but we're going to continue to see the snow fall. And for New Glasgow, we have seen quite a bit already. For areas like Yarmouth, 25 centimeters of snow, but areas like Halifax so far, just about 10 centimeters for you. Stay tuned. Our active weather watch continues.
The all-new Weather Network.